Genghis Khan, a name whispered in fear and awe. He is a legend, a conqueror, a ruler who shaped the destiny of nations. He united the Mongol tribes. His empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Europe. His story is about leadership and vision. He was ruthless to his enemies. His military campaigns were masterpieces of planning and execution. Centuries after his death, Genghis Khan's legacy remains. To understand Genghis Khan, we must first understand the world he was born into. Imagine a vast expanse of grasslands and deserts. This was the Mongolian steppe in the 12th century, a harsh and unforgiving land. It was home to nomadic tribes who lived by herding livestock. These tribes were constantly at war with each other. Into this volatile world, Temüjin, later known as Genghis Khan, was born. He was born into a time of great uncertainty and upheaval. The Mongol tribes were fractured and weak. These experiences shaped him, making him tough and resourceful. They instilled in him a deep desire for unity and strength. Temüjin's early life was marked by tragedy and hardship. His father, a respected chieftain, was poisoned by a rival tribe when Temüjin was just a boy. This left young Temüjin and his family vulnerable and alone. They were cast out from their tribe. They were forced to live on the margins of society, scraping by on whatever they could find. These early experiences were brutal. They tested Temüjin's strength and resolve, but they also forged within him a steely determination to survive.
Even as a young boy, I displayed remarkable leadership qualities. I was intelligent and charismatic. I possessed a natural ability to command respect and loyalty.
He learned the art of warfare. He honed his skills as a horseman and archer. He became a skilled strategist, able to outwit his opponents. He understood the importance of alliances. He knew that to survive, he needed to unite the Mongol tribes under his banner. Temüjin began by forging alliances with neighboring tribes. He used his charisma and his growing reputation as a warrior to win their support. He offered them protection from their enemies. He promised them a share in the spoils of war. Slowly but surely, he began to unite the Mongol tribes under his leadership. Temüjin's story begins in the heart of the Mongolian steppe, a land of vast, windswept plains and rugged mountains. Born in 1162, he entered a world where life was a constant struggle for survival. The Mongols were nomadic people, their lives dictated by the rhythms of nature and the needs of their herds. Life for young Temüjin was a world of stark beauty and constant challenge.
I learned to ride almost as soon as I could walk, my small hands gripping the reins of a sturdy Mongolian pony. The steppe was his classroom, teaching him the skills he would need to survive. Hunting was more than just a pastime on the steppe, it was a necessity. Family was everything to the Mongols, the bedrock of their society. Temüjin was born into a noble clan, his father Yesuge, a chieftain of some renown.
Temüjin's idyllic childhood was shattered at the tender age of 9. Tragedy struck, casting a dark shadow over his life.
My father, Yesuge, encountered a group of rival tribesmen, the Tatars.
Unaware of the danger, Yesuge accepted their hospitality. They offered him poisoned food, a cowardly act of betrayal.
The Tatars fled, leaving my family vulnerable and alone.
The news of his father's murder reached the young boy like a clap of thunder. Temüjin's clan abandoned the young boy and his family.
Cast out and alone, we faced a desperate struggle for survival. The seeds of ambition and a thirst for vengeance were sown in my heart, and forge a mighty empire.
Despite the hardships he faced as a slave, Temüjin never lost sight of who he was, the son of a chieftain destined for greater things. He used his time in captivity to observe, to learn, and to plan his escape. His captors, blinded by their own arrogance, underestimated the cunning of the young man in their midst.
One night, seizing an opportunity when my guards were distracted, I managed to slip my bonds and escape into the vast expanse of the steppe.
He knew that his survival depended on reaching his family, his thoughts turning to his mother and siblings who had shared his suffering. He fled across the grasslands, the memory of his captivity fueling his every step. He evaded his pursuers, his knowledge of the terrain and his skills as a horseman proving invaluable.
I found my family, our reunion a testament to our resilience and the unbreakable bonds that tied us together.
Temüjin's escape was more than just a personal victory. It was a turning point in his life. The experience had hardened his resolve, forging within him an unyielding determination to reclaim his birthright and to unite the fractured Mongol tribes under his banner.
I had stared into the abyss of despair and emerged stronger, my spirit tempered by adversity.
The years following his escape from slavery were a time of growth and consolidation for Temüjin. He began to rally support among the scattered Mongol tribes, his reputation as a survivor, a warrior, and a man of his word preceding him.
I understood that the Mongols, divided amongst themselves, were vulnerable to exploitation by our enemies. My charisma and vision for a united Mongolia resonated with the Mongol people, weary of constant warfare and instability.
He offered them protection, prosperity, and a return to the strength of their ancestors. One by one, tribes began to pledge their allegiance to him, recognizing in Temüjin a leader who could guide them to a brighter future.
I proved myself a shrewd diplomat, forging alliances through marriage and strategic partnerships. I understood that strength lay in unity, not just in military might.
He created a code of law, the Yasa, designed to bring order and discipline to Mongol society, replacing the often arbitrary rule of tribal custom with a more just and equitable system. Through a combination of diplomacy, military prowess, and an unwavering belief in his destiny, Temüjin began to unite the Mongol tribes, laying the foundation for an empire that would span continents and reshape the course of world history.
My early hardships had forged within me the qualities of a true leader: courage, resilience, a keen intellect, and an unwavering determination to achieve my goals.
By his early 40s, Temüjin had become a force to be reckoned with on the Mongolian steppe. His reputation as a warrior and a leader had spread far and wide. He had united many of the Mongol tribes under his banner.
Powerful rivals still challenged my authority.
Temüjin called for a Kurultai, a grand assembly of tribal leaders. It was a pivotal moment in Mongol history.
The Kurultai was held in 1206 at the source of the Onon River. Tribal leaders from across the steppe flocked to the assembly.
It was a time of great anticipation and some trepidation. Temüjin, recognizing the importance of the occasion, had prepared carefully. The Kurultai of 1206 was more than just a gathering of tribes, it was a coronation. The assembled leaders bestowed upon him a new title, Genghis Khan, the Khan of Khans.
The proclamation marked a turning point in Mongol history. We were now a unified nation, bound by a common purpose.
Genghis Khan used the Kurultai to establish a new legal code, the Yasa. This code aimed to bring order and discipline to Mongol society. Section 3, the Mongol War Machine. Genghis Khan turned his attention outward, envisioning a vast empire. He transformed the Mongol army into a highly disciplined force. At the heart of the Mongol war machine was the cavalry. Renowned for their equestrian skills, they covered vast distances with speed. Armed with powerful composite bows, they fired with deadly accuracy. Genghis Khan also understood the importance of logistics and intelligence. The conquest of the Khwarezmid Empire. Genghis Khan's first major conquest outside Mongolia was the Khwarezmid Empire, stretching from Iran to Afghanistan. The Khwarezmids, under Shah Ala ad-Din Muhammad II, controlled vast territories and trade routes. The conflict began in 1219, sparked by a diplomatic incident. The Mongol invasion was a masterpiece of military planning. Genghis Khan's armies, disciplined and mobile, captured city after city. The great cities of the Khwarezmid Empire fell to the Mongols. The conquest marked a significant expansion of the Mongol Empire. Section 5, the Legacy of Conquest. Genghis Khan's conquest of the Khwarezmid Empire sent shockwaves throughout the Islamic world and beyond. A nomadic army from the steppes of Asia, led by a ruler of unparalleled ambition and military skill. The Mongol conquests had a profound impact on the regions they conquered. Cities were destroyed, populations decimated, and entire empires toppled. Genghis Khan was a pragmatic ruler who understood that a stable empire required more than just military might. He encouraged trade, recognizing its importance in generating wealth and fostering cultural exchange. He established a system of postal stations, improving communication across his vast empire. He promoted religious tolerance, allowing conquered peoples to practice their own faiths. The Silk Road experienced a resurgence under Mongol rule, bringing new prosperity to cities along its route. Genghis Khan's rise to power and his conquests had a profound and lasting impact on world history. He earned his place among the most consequential figures in human history. Master of the battlefield, Genghis Khan's military genius. Genghis Khan's name reverberates through history as a military mastermind. His genius lay in strategy, logistics, and psychological warfare. He exploited enemy weaknesses with precision. His forces were remarkably adaptable. The vast steppes demanded a fluid approach. He used psychological warfare to sow discord. Spies and scouts provided crucial intelligence. His victories were due to strategic brilliance. The Mongol cavalry's swiftness and accuracy unleashed. Renowned for speed, agility, and deadly accuracy, the Mongol cavalry was at the heart of Genghis Khan's triumphs. Mounted on agile horses, they could cover vast distances, striking enemies with devastating force. Masters of mounted archery, their composite bows fired arrows with incredible force and accuracy. Speed, mobility, and deadly accuracy made the Mongol cavalry an unmatched force. Beyond brute force, the art of siege warfare and deception. Genghis Khan mastered siege warfare, combining innovation and ruthlessness. He recruited engineers to build powerful siege engines. Catapults hurled massive stones over city walls. Battering rams broke down gates, tunnels undermined walls. Psychological warfare was key. He offered peaceful surrender or total destruction. Deception and disinformation misled enemies, leading to surprise attacks. Genghis Khan's tactics combined brute force with cunning to achieve victory. Section 4. The Yasa, Forging Unity Through Law. Genghis Khan's achievements extended far beyond the battlefield. He understood that a lasting empire required more than military might. It needed a foundation of law and order. To this end, he implemented a comprehensive legal code known as the Yasa, a document that reflected his vision for a unified and disciplined Mongol society. The Yasa, though never written down in a single document, was a collection of decrees, pronouncements, and customary laws that governed every aspect of Mongol life. It addressed matters of military organization, criminal justice, family matters, trade regulations, and even social etiquette. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Yasa was its emphasis on meritocracy. Genghis Khan believed in rewarding loyalty and ability above all else. He promoted individuals based on their skills and contributions, regardless of their social status or tribal affiliation. This meritocratic system fostered a sense of unity and purpose, breaking down traditional tribal barriers and creating a more cohesive society. The Yasa also promoted religious tolerance, a radical concept in a world often riven by religious conflict. Genghis Khan, though a devout practitioner of Tengrism, the traditional Mongol belief system, allowed conquered peoples to practice their own faiths without persecution, as long as they remained loyal to his rule. This tolerance contributed to the stability of his empire, fostering cooperation and reducing the likelihood of religious uprisings. Section 5. Silk Road Renaissance, the Flourishing of Trade and Culture. Genghis Khan's empire, though forged in the crucible of war, ultimately facilitated a period of unprecedented trade and cultural exchange across Eurasia. The Mongol conquest of much of the Silk Road, the ancient network of trade routes connecting east and west, brought a new era of prosperity and interconnectedness. Under Mongol rule, the Silk Road experienced a resurgence. The Mongols, recognizing the economic benefits of trade, provided safe passage for merchants and travelers. They established a system of way stations known as yams, where travelers could find food, shelter, and fresh horses, ensuring a steady flow of goods and people across vast distances. This renewed connectivity had a profound impact on both East and West. Luxury goods from China, such as silk, porcelain, and spices, flowed westward, while European merchants brought back silver, woolen textiles, and manufactured goods. This exchange of goods was accompanied by a flow of ideas, technologies, and artistic influences. The Mongols' tolerance of different cultures and religions facilitated this exchange. Merchants, travelers, and missionaries from diverse backgrounds found safe passage through the empire, sharing their knowledge and beliefs along the way. The Silk Road under Genghis Khan became more than just a trade route. It transformed into a conduit for intellectual and cultural exchange, linking the East and West in ways not seen before or since. Section 6. A legacy etched in history. The impact of Genghis Khan's reign. Genghis Khan's legacy is a tapestry woven from conquest, innovation, and cultural exchange. He united the Mongol tribes, creating an empire from the Pacific to Eastern Europe. His military genius revolutionized warfare, making the Mongols dominant. The Pax Mongolica facilitated trade, ideas, and cultural exchange. His legal code introduced meritocracy and religious tolerance. Genghis Khan was a ruthless conqueror and a visionary leader. The price of empire internal conflicts and rebellions. Genghis Khan's rise to power and the meteoric expansion of the Mongol Empire were not without their trials. The subjugation of numerous tribes and kingdoms sowed the seeds of future conflicts. Maintaining unity within an empire forged through conquest proved to be a constant challenge. Rivalries between his sons created tensions that threatened to fracture the empire. Rebellions flared up across the empire, testing the limits of Mongol control. The vastness of the empire presented a logistical nightmare. The walls of Persia resistance and setbacks in the west. Genghis Khan's military campaigns, though often characterized by stunning victories, faced significant challenges. The rugged terrain and fortified cities of Persia presented formidable obstacles. Remnants of the Khwarezmid army, led by Jalal ad-Din Mingburnu, waged a guerrilla war against the Mongols. The Mongols, accustomed to the open steppes, struggled in the narrow mountain passes. Their cavalry, effective in open battle, was vulnerable to ambushes. The fortified cities of Persia, with their thick walls, proved difficult targets. The siege of Khwarezm dragged on for months, costing the Mongols dearly. Though ultimately successful, the siege highlighted the limits of Mongol military might. Determined defenders and well-designed fortifications tested the Mongols' strength. Nature's fury, the unpredictable wrath of the steppe. The Mongols, children of the steppe, were familiar with their harsh environment. Survival depended on a delicate balance between man and nature. Yet even Genghis Khan could not control the whims of the elements. Droughts brought famine and hardship to the Mongol people. Herds of horses and sheep perished from lack of water and grazing land. These droughts weakened the Mongol war machine. Harsh winters with biting winds and plummeting temperatures also took their toll. Horses and livestock froze to death. Food supplies dwindled and disease spread. These natural disasters tested the resilience of the Mongol people. They served as a reminder that even the mightiest rulers were at the mercy of nature. Genghis Khan's empire faced challenges beyond his control. Section 4. The limits of expansion, distance, and the strains of empire. Genghis Khan's ambition knew no bounds. He envisioned an empire encompassing the known world. Yet even as his empire expanded, he encountered limitations. The vast territories he conquered posed a constant challenge. The Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. Maintaining control over such a vast empire was daunting. Communication across such distances was slow and unreliable. Messages carried by horseback could take months to reach their destinations. The Mongol courier system, though efficient, could not compensate for the vastness. Maintaining a cohesive army from diverse populations presented challenges. Cultural differences and language barriers could undermine discipline and loyalty. Genghis Khan relied on trusted generals and administrators. Distance and the temptations of power could lead to corruption and insubordination. Section 1. The Conqueror's Legacy, a World Transformed. Genghis Khan's death in 1227 marked the end of an era, but his legacy continued to shape the world. The empire he created altered the political and cultural landscape of Eurasia. His conquests shattered old empires and swept away outdated political structures. In their place, he established a new order based on Mongol supremacy. This new order brought stability and security to many regions. The Mongol Empire continued to expand under his successors. This vast empire facilitated unprecedented trade and cultural exchange. Genghis Khan's military innovations revolutionized warfare. His tactics and strategies influenced military leaders for centuries. Section 2. The Pax Mongolica, an unintended era of peace and exchange. One of the most enduring legacies of Genghis Khan's reign was the Pax Mongolica. This period of peace had a profound impact on trade and cultural exchange. With the Silk Road under their control, the Mongols encouraged the flow of goods and people. They provided safe passage for merchants and travelers. This renewed connectivity transformed the Eurasian continent. Luxury goods from the east flowed westward, while European merchants brought back silver and textiles. This exchange of goods was accompanied by a vibrant exchange of ideas and technologies. The Mongols' tolerance of different religions and cultures facilitated this exchange. Merchants, travelers, and scholars from diverse backgrounds shared their knowledge. The Pax Mongolica became a testament to the interconnectedness of human civilizations. Section 3. Cultural diffusion, the flow of ideas and innovations. The Mongol Empire acted as a conduit for the diffusion of ideas and technologies. This exchange left a lasting impact on the civilizations that came into contact with the Mongols. One notable example was the transmission of gunpowder technology from China to the West. The Mongols played a key role in its westward spread, leading to the development of firearms. Printing technology also spread westward during the Mongol era. This diffusion of printing technology played a crucial role in the European Renaissance. The Mongols' nomadic lifestyle influenced the arts and architecture of the regions they conquered. Mongol motifs found their way into Persian carpets, Islamic architecture, and European fashion. This cultural diffusion was one of the most enduring legacies of the Mongol Empire. It highlighted the interconnectedness of human societies. Section 4. The Mongol Legacy and History, from Fear to Fascination. The Mongol Empire has left an indelible mark on human history. The Mongols' story is a complex one, woven from threads of conquest, brutality, and cultural exchange. In the immediate aftermath of their conquests, the Mongols were often viewed with fear. Their reputation for ruthlessness preceded them. Chronicles from the time paint a grim picture of Mongol atrocities. However, as centuries passed, a more nuanced view of the Mongols emerged. Historians recognized the Mongols' achievements in state-building and trade. The Pax Mongolica challenged the traditional narrative of the Mongols as solely agents of destruction. Today, the Mongol Empire continues to fascinate and intrigue. Genghis Khan is now recognized as a brilliant military strategist and visionary leader. Section 5. Genghis Khan's leadership lessons in unity, discipline, and merit. Genghis Khan's rise to power is a testament to his exceptional leadership qualities. His story provides valuable lessons in unity, discipline, and meritocracy. Genghis Khan understood that strength lay in unity. He united the fragmented Mongol tribes under his banner. He instilled in his army an unwavering sense of discipline and loyalty. He valued merit above all else, promoting individuals based on their abilities. This meritocratic system fostered a sense of equality and opportunity. Genghis Khan was a master strategist and tactician. He constantly sought new information and technologies. He embraced the knowledge and skills of conquered peoples. He adapted his tactics to suit the challenges of different terrains and enemies. Centuries after his death, Genghis Khan remains an enigmatic figure. He was a man of contradictions, a ruthless conqueror, and a visionary leader. His conquests left a trail of destruction, yet they also led to the creation of a vast empire. The Pax Mongolica facilitated the flow of goods, ideas, and technologies. Genghis Khan's story challenges our understanding of history. He was a product of his time, yet he possessed a vision that transcended it. His legacy continues to resonate in the 21st century. Genghis Khan's story is a powerful reminder that even the harshest environments can forge extraordinary individuals. Born into the unforgiving world of the Mongolian steppe, he rose from humble beginnings to conquer a vast empire. He united fractured tribes, shattered age-old kingdoms, and left an indelible mark on the course of world history. His name, once whispered in fear, now echoes through the halls of history. From the steppes of Central Asia, Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes swept across the continent. They toppled empires, redrew borders, and connected east and west. The Mongol Empire left behind a legacy of cultural exchange and technological diffusion. Genghis Khan's story is a study in leadership, adaptability, and vision. He united a people divided and led them to achieve the impossible. He adapted his tactics and embraced the knowledge of conquered peoples. He possessed a vision of a world united under Mongol rule. The Mongol Empire had a profound and lasting impact on the world. Their conquests led to the opening of trade routes and the diffusion of knowledge. The world we live in today owes a debt to the legacy of Genghis Khan and the Mongol Empire. The Pax Mongolica facilitated an unprecedented flow of goods, ideas, and people. Luxury goods from the east found their way to markets in the west. This exchange of goods was accompanied by a vibrant exchange of ideas and technologies. The Mongols' influence can be seen in the architecture, culinary traditions, and military tactics of various regions. Their use of gunpowder and mastery of logistics revolutionized warfare. The Mongol Empire played a crucial role in shaping the interconnected and culturally diverse world we live in today. Genghis Khan's legacy resonates in the 21st century, revered in Mongolia as the father of the nation, and evoking awe and fascination worldwide. A ruthless conqueror and visionary leader, he united a people and ushered in cultural exchange. His story fascinates historians, writers, and filmmakers, inspiring books, documentaries, and films. His name symbolizes leadership and strategic brilliance, yet his conquests brought widespread destruction. The debate over his legacy continues. Genghis Khan's impact on world history is undeniable. His story reminds us of the enduring power of ambition and conquest.